Today we will tell you about an extremely simple and at the same time powerful tool that gives an amazing result in just a week of use. The ingredients for making this effective composition are available to almost everyone in the house. It's garlic and honey. Of course, individually, these two products also have medicinal properties, but together they are a special, incredible power. They complement each other so perfectly that they significantly enhance the healing effect on the body. Therefore, watch this video to the end and find out all their wonderful properties in tandem. Friends, before we start, we recommend subscribing to our channel where you will find even more useful videos about health, youth, and longevity, and also turn on the bell so as not to miss new useful releases. So, let's go. Let's first analyze the beneficial properties of each of the components separately and then move on to valuable recipes for treating various diseases using a honey-garlic mixture. Garlic is a well-known natural antibiotic, the properties of which are performed by a special substance in the composition called allicin. It contains about 200 biologically active substances. These are vitamins, amino acids, minerals, and sulfur-containing substances. Garlic helps not only to boost immunity and fight viruses and bacteria, but also has an analgesic effect. Helps to purify and disperse the blood, improves the functioning of blood vessels and the heart, gets rid of toxins, has a diaphoretic and diuretic effect, strengthens the body as a whole, and improves tone. But if you suffer from gastritis, gastric ulcer, nephrosis, pancreatitis, or epilepsy, then the use of garlic is contraindicated for you. Women with pregnancy can only eat garlic with caution, as in large quantities, it can lead to headaches for days. Let's talk about honey now. Honey consists of natural sugars, enzymes, amino acids, alkaloids, vitamins, protein, and other macro and micro elements. Honey is a natural sugar substitute which also has a whole list of useful properties. For example, it is the ability to increase the body's resistance to viruses and other infections, and honey has anti-inflammatory, antifungal, and bactericidal properties. Not everyone knows that honey helps strengthen teeth and legs, preventing calcium loss. For men, honey is used as a means to improve the quality of sperm and therefore increase the likelihood of fertilization. Honey has a positive effect on digestion and has a beneficial effect on the respiratory system. For diabetics, honey is a real salvation because it is they who can replace sugar. Honey is also used externally for cosmetic purposes. For example, masks and scrubs are made on its basis. Honey renews and rejuvenates the skin, helps in the fight against cellulite, and helps revitalize dull and thin hair. Before using honey, it is necessary to make sure that there are no allergic reactions, since this is a fairly common phenomenon. A little later in this video, we will tell you how to quickly check if you are allergic to honey at home. So, who would benefit from eating a mixture of garlic and honey? Firstly, for those who have digestive problems, with the exception of diseases that are contraindications to use. Viral, respiratory infections, bronchial asthma, coronary heart disease, atherosclerosis, bronchitis, pneumonia, inflammation of the oral mucosa, vitamin deficiency, sexual dysfunction, kidney disorders, lack of bile production. All these diseases can be cured faster and more effectively with a mixture of honey and garlic. Let's answer one of the main questions. Why is it best to take honey with garlic on an empty stomach? The fact is that a full stomach will not be able to absorb all the nutrients. And if you want to get a real effect, then taking on an empty stomach will help all the useful substances get into the blood faster and start working. To prepare the most useful remedy, take 12 cloves of garlic and 300 grams of honey. Garlic should be crushed and add honey. Mix the ingredients, place in a glass jar, and leave for 7 days in a dark place. The lineup is ready in a week. Drink a tablespoon of the mixture on an empty stomach daily, and after 7 days, you will see the changes. After 7 days of taking the drug, you need to take a break for 2 weeks and then start taking it again, and so on an ongoing basis. Prostatitis is one of the most common male problems, which is accompanied by very severe pain when urinating. If you take this remedy regularly, the risk of developing prostate cancer will decrease, and the symptoms of prostatitis will ease or disappear altogether. This therapeutic mixture will also help to normalize metabolism, improve digestion, and help get rid of extra pounds. For athletes, such a drink will help to build muscle mass. This happens on a hormonal level. The fact is that the hormone testosterone is responsible for building muscles. And with heavy physical exertion, the hormone cortisol begins to be produced, which prevents muscles from growing. If you take a composition of garlic and honey before training, it will stimulate the production of testosterone, and cortisol secretion will be blocked. Let's now talk about what is useful garlic honey composition for women. It promotes the active burning of subcutaneous fat, helps to get rid of cellulite on the thighs, arms, and abdomen. Regular consumption of garlic with honey will help you to deal with disorders such as insomnia, depression, neurosis, irritability, and apathy less often. In case of symptoms such as itching, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, redness, and tearing of the mucous membrane of the eyes, swelling of the tongue or lips, headache, vomiting, increased fatigue, it is likely that you are allergic to honey. You need to stop taking the drug immediately and consult a doctor. It is recommended to conduct an allergy test before taking it. To do this, apply a drop of honey to the inside of your elbow or wrist. If the body gives an allergic reaction to honey, then after 5 minutes, the skin will turn red or become covered with a rash. And one more important point, the use of this remedy must be coordinated with your doctor. Do not self-medicate to avoid negative consequences for your health. Friends, if this video was useful to you, then click on the like button and share the link with your friends and family. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel.